Hey everyone, welcome back to Pabbly, and in this video you are going to learn how you can schedule and create a meeting in GoToMeeting application directly and automatically from your Google Calendar events. Yes guys, this can happen. Let me show you how. So this automation is going to work like this, as in when you create an event in your Google Calendar application, a meeting will be created automatically in GoToMeeting application according to the details of the event you have entered here. Yes guys. And to make this happen, we are using Pabbly Connect, which is an integration and automation tool. And guys, the best part of setting up this automation is that you will not require any coding skills or programming knowledge. So anyone can set up this automation very easily. So now let's set up this automation together. So the first step to set up this automation, guys, is to log in into your Pabbly Connect account, and for that you can check the link that we have pasted in the description for you, from where you can set up your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes, and it will provide you 100 free automation tasks for every new month. Okay. So after setting up your account, you can log in and reach the dashboard of Pabbly Connect here like this. And on this page, guys, you have to start working by creating a workflow. So to create a workflow, you just have to click here on this create workflow button like this. And here you have to give a relevant and suitable name to your workflow. So let me fill the name here. So here I have given the name to this workflow as add Google Calendar events as meetings in GoToMeeting application automatically. Now you can click here on this create button and you can see your workflow getting created here like this. Okay, and on this page, guys, you will find these two things, the trigger and the action. So this automation is going to work on these two things. So the trigger is the happening of that event which is going to trigger this workflow, and the action would be the response to that trigger. Okay. As in our use case, the trigger would be a creation of an event in Google Calendar, and the response or the action towards that trigger would be to add that event as a meeting, as a new meeting in GoToMeetings application. Okay. So first of all, you have to set up this trigger here. So from this choose app field here, you have to choose your trigger application, which is Google Calendar in our case. So search for Google Calendar. Okay, select it. And then you have to select the trigger event. So the trigger event would be new event. So it will trigger this workflow when a new event is created in the calendar. Okay. Now you have to click on connect. And from this window, select add new connection, then click on connect with Google Calendar. And from this window, you have to select the Google account by which you are accessing that calendar. So I'm selecting my account here. Then you have to give the required access to create an event there. So click on continue. Okay. And here you can see we are connected with Google Calendar now. So after getting connected with Google Calendar, here it will ask for the to select the calendar that you have in Google Calendar application. So from this calendar field, it will show you all the calendars that you have in that application. So here I'm using this my calendar. Okay. And then click on save and send test request, and it will fetch out the response or the data of a most recently created event that you have created in your Google Calendar application. Here we can see we got the response of an event which was a press conference. But let me show you in real time how you can fetch the data out from Google Calendar. So let me create a new event right in front of you in Google Calendar. Let's say I want to schedule a meeting at 15th of March. Okay. So at 15th of March between 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. I want to schedule a meeting. Okay. So here I am adding the title of the meeting, which is say query resolving session. So this is the event I am creating. Okay, so this event is going to be held on 9 to 10 a.m. at 15th of March. Okay. And I'm saving this event in my Google Calendar. Okay. So you can add guest also here. Let me add guest also. So let's say I want to invite this person, Miss Sonam Rai, in this meeting. Okay. Right. And yeah, that's it. Now I'm saving this. So here you can send the invitation for this event to your guest also. Right now I am not sending any invitation. This is just a demo event that I'm creating. So I'm clicking do not send, and I have saved this query resolving meeting events here at 15th of March at 9 to 10 a.m. Okay. So guys, actually I have created this event query resolving session in this calendar, which the name of which is on my name, Akib Khan. So I have to select this calendar here. So I'm selecting my calendar. Okay, now let me click here and save and send test request. And here you can see in this response received section, we have received the data of that event that we have just created. You can see the summaries query resolving session. And here we have got the created date and time. Okay. And here you will find the start date of the meeting, the end date and time of the meeting, the time zone in which we are working. Okay. And here you can see the attendees email. Okay. So this is how you can have the details of a meeting that you have created in Google Calendar. Now I want to create a meeting out of this data in GoToMeetings application. But to create a meeting in GoToMeetings application, you should have the start date and time that you have received here in a different format, which is called UTC format, which is called universally converted time format. So here we have received the start date and time in Asia Kolkata time zone. So this is Indian Standard Time format. So we need to convert this date and time into UTC, which is universally converted time format. For that, I am going to use a feature by Pabbly which is called date time formatter. So here in this actions tab, you have to search for date time formatter like this. And here in the action event, you have to select format date with time zone option and then click on connect. Okay, so here it is asking the date that you want to convert. Okay, so here I'm going to map this label that we have received in the first step. Here you can see we have received the start date time here in this format. So I'm going to map this label here in this step. So I'm clicking here, and here you will find this Google Calendar new event option in the drop down. And from here on, when you click on this option, you will find all the data that you have received in the first step. So from here only, you can map this label, which is start date time. Okay. Then you have to select the format. So here is the format in which we have received the data, and the format is YYMMDD and a T in between and hours, minutes and seconds. So this is the same format that you can see here, which is this. Let me show you. So when you scroll down here, you will find the format here like this. So this is actually the same format we have received, YYMMDD and a T in between. Okay, so just map it. Right now it is asking to which format you want to convert this start date time. So I'm going to select here this format. Let me show you. YYMMDD, a T in between. Okay, the same format. And here in the time zone, I'm making the time zone here. So here it is asking from which time zone you got this date and time. So we got the date and time from Asia Kolkata time zone. So select here Asia Kolkata. Okay, and here it is asking to which time zone you want to convert this. So I want to convert this into UTC format. So select UTC format from this to time zone option. Then click on save and send test request, and you will receive the converted format of your start date and time here in this result label like this. Okay, right now you can actually see here that the data we have mapped here is this, and here is the date was 15/3/2022, 9 a.m. was the start date and time, and here it is converted to 15/3/2022 as it is, and here the 9 a.m. is converted into 3:30. Okay, because UTC lags behind IST by 5 hours and 30 minutes. So 5 hours and 30 minutes got subtracted from 9 a.m. and it became 3:30. Okay, right. So you have to follow this same step for and date also. Okay, so I'm just going to clone this step. So just click here on this clone step option, click on clone now, and another step, you will see another step here as it is as the previous one. Date time formatter is selected here again, and here you have to just change this label. So in place of start date and time, just map from the Google Calendar first tab the end date time label. So just scroll down and map the end date time, this one, end date time label. Okay, and just click on save and send test request now, and you will get the end date in this result label converted into UTC format. Okay, now I want to create a meeting in GoToMeeting application according to the data we got here. For that to happen, you have to connect GoToMeeting application here in this action step. So just click on this plus icon and another action step will open up, and from here, from this choose app field, you have to choose GoToMeeting application. This is it. Okay, and in the action event, you have to select create meeting option, then click on connect here, and from this window select add new connection, then click on connect with GoToMeeting, and here it will bring you to the login window if you are not logged in. But as I have already logged in here in GoToMeeting application, our workflow got connected with GoToMeeting automatically. Okay, now it is asking for the subject of the meeting, okay, and the start date and start time, end time, and all these things. Okay, so guys, in the subject, I am going to map this data that we have received in the very first step. So in the very first step where I have fetched the data of of an event from Google Calendar, we have received this summary label, and in the summary label you can see the topic or the objective of this meeting is this. This is the title. So I'm going to map this title here in this subject field in GoToMeeting step. So just click here and you will find this Google Calendar option, and from here only I'm going to map this summary, and in the start time and the end time I'm going to map the data from these two steps. So the start time you will find in the first date time formatter. This is the start time. Okay, and here you can see you have to put the start time in UTC time format in this format. Okay, so we have received the data in the same format, okay, that I have mapped here. For the end time, use the second date time formatter and map this result label. Okay. Password required, you can make it yes or no. So if you want if you want the person to enter a password to join the meeting, you can make it yes. Right now I'm making it no. You can select the conference call type here. You can use PTSN, free, private, VoIP, anything you want. So I'm making it free here. You can select this meeting type, scheduled or recurring or immediate. So I'm making it scheduled because we have mapped the start date and end date time. Okay, now you can check your connection with GoToMeeting application by clicking on save and send test request, and a new meeting will be created here in this meeting section. Here you will find a meeting created. Okay, so I am going to click on save and send test request, and let's see what happens. Okay, so now let us check in GoToMeeting application if we have created a new meeting or not. So here you can see in GoToMeeting application, in this one-time meeting, we have a new meeting scheduled at 15th of March at 9 a.m. for the 60 minutes. Okay, and the title of this meeting is same, query resolving session, which we had as an event here in Google Calendar. So this is how it is going to work in real time, guys. Now let me give you a quick recap what we have done here. So we are done setting up this automation, and first of all, in the trigger section, I connected Google Calendar and received a response of a demo meeting or an event here like this. After this, I applied date time formatter by Pabbly to change the time format of the date time of the start time that we have received from the first step like this. Then I did the same for the end time as well. Then I connected GoToMeeting application in the action step and mapped the data like this. And when you map the data like this, what will happen in real time, whenever you create a meeting here, this data is going to change accordingly and a new meeting will be created. So you have to set up this automation once. You have to make the connections and map the data only once. After that, you don't have to do anything manually. After that, as and when you create an event here in Google Calendar, a meeting will be created here in GoToMeeting Meetings application automatically. Okay. And guys, the good part is you can use this same workflow that I've just created, because I'm going to paste the link of this same workflow in the description so that you can clone it in your own free Pabbly Connect account and start using this automation instantly. Guys, thank you so much for watching our video, and please let us know how our automation ideas are helping you in the comment section. And if you have any queries related to this application, please ask your queries from this forum link, and do check the pricing of this application from this link. And guys, we are open to ideas. If you want us that we should make videos on other aspects of your business, please do let us know in the comment section. And if you like our work, please subscribe to our channel.